Afternoon, NCRGEA members and guests. Welcome to today's webinar, Festive and Fit Holiday Health Tips, presented by Andrea Henry, East Divisional Director of Resident Engagement with Brookdale Senior Living. I am your host, Daryl Davis Bolmer, and today we'll also be joined by Tim O'Connell, NCRGEA's Executive Director, who will share the update from the association. Also, I want to thank Tracy Eubanks for her technical support today. Our primary presenter, Andrea Henry, has been in the senior living industry for the past 24 years and brings a wealth of knowledge about senior living, including health and fitness for older adults. She has worked for Brookdale Senior Living for the past 16 years, working to strategically collaborate in support of person-centered engagement opportunities and to continually elevate and enhance resident experiences. She holds a bachelor's degree in recreation and leisure studies, a national certification as a therapeutic recreation specialist, and certifications from Cornell University in executive leadership and performance management. And you can ask her about that later. Today, she will focus on maintaining health and wellness throughout the holiday season and providing practical tips for staying active, managing holiday indulgences, and keeping stress levels in check during this busy time of year. With expert guidance on nutrition, exercise, and mental well-being, you will learn how to enjoy the festivities without sacrificing your health. This presentation encourages a balanced approach, helping to stay energized and vibrant while celebrating the holidays with family and friends. And you can use these tips actually throughout the year. So before we begin the webinar, I want to go over a few items. Each of you has been muted to help ensure the presenters can be heard. This webinar will be recorded and posted on our YouTube channel. We'll also send out an email to everyone with the link to our YouTube channel and announce it on our social media sites. For those of you who have sent questions, we submitted them to Andrea, and some may be answered during this presentation. If you think of a question during the presentation, please use the Q&A button at the bottom of the Zoom page. We will read them at the end so that she can respond. So without further ado, here's NCRGEA's Executive Director, Tim O'Connell.
All right. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you so much. And Andrea, thank you for this program. It means so much to folks this time of year because Lord knows that the good food's coming and we just need to know how to manage it. So I appreciate you actually talking about it. I actually spent my first 22 years running YMCAs. And the interesting thing is being in the industry, it was as hard as any place on earth to kind of push back from certain things that I shouldn't be eating. So I'm going to listen very well to Andrea, and I'm going to do better this year. So thanks for putting it together. We also want to thank Brookdale for being a premier sponsor. They've got some great programs and services, and there's a great discount if you're an NCRGEA member, and you can learn more about that. We'll drop that in the into the chat box here, or get that message out to you on how you can access that information. I want to give you a couple updates on the association, kind of what's going on here. So big things happened past couple weeks. Big thing for us as representing governmental retirees is we have a new treasurer. Treasurer Brad Briner was elected to office, and we've had a very great relationship with him since he announced his candidacy. And we've been talking, and we see eye to eye on a lot of things. So we as an association are looking forward to working with the new treasurer when he does take office. So Brad Briner is a name that you're going to become more and more familiar with. So in that office, he oversees the pension plans, and if you're a state employee, your state health plan. So very important to you. The next big thing that I want you to know about is the legislature is still working. They are coming back on November 19th. November 19th is a very important day. because we see that as our best opportunity to try to get a pension supplement. At this point, the only conversations the legislature is having is around state employee, a pension supplement for them. We are trying to push that through. That was brought forward by the House at first, and the governor. The governor put in for a 3% bonus supplement. The House put in for a 2%, and the Senate had not put any dollars in, and we've had some great conversations with members of the Senate, and we are hoping they will come along on that. A call to action will be going out on that, and I'm hoping you will please participate in that. Last time we did this, we had nearly 3,600 of you send in communication asking for support of a pension supplement for retirees, and we definitely can use you. So look for that call to action coming to your email box, I would say in the next 2 days. Beyond that, the association is doing great. We've had a wonderful year. Great programs like this has really bolstered us. So thanks, Daryl, for bringing these together. And there's going to be lots more in 2025. So 2025 is going to be bigger and better than this year. And I want to thank you for your membership. And go ahead and tell your friends we need them. We do not have a PAC. We do not walk into the legislature with big money, but we walk in with 60,000 plus members. And every single one of you makes a difference in us being able to get our work done. So again, thank you for being a member. And Andrea, I'm looking forward to the program once again, and I appreciate the support of Brookdale.
Thank you so much, Tim, for that great update. And I too am looking forward to what you have to say, Andrea. So now it's your turn. Take it away.
All right. Thank you for inviting me to be with you today. It is my pleasure to be with you, and I hope truly that you can walk away with a few valuable insights that may help you or those around you get through the holiday season with a little more joy. So let me start by sharing my screen here. And Daryl, if you could give me a thumbs up, just let me know you can see the slide deck. Perfect. Let's get started here. Let's face the truth. Holidays can be hard. We're going to talk about how to stay healthy, happy, and active during this holiday season. So sit back and relax, but be ready to jump in midway through. I'm going to share a powerful tip that can help you reduce your stress, promote relaxation, and enhance your overall well-being. It's a simple but powerful tip, and I do hope you'll all join me. You'll be invited to join in when it's time, and I promise you it will be a game changer for those stressful moments. So again, thank you for taking time to be here today. Let's talk about why this topic matters. And again, acknowledging this truth, the holidays can be hard. Some people love this time of year. Some people hate this time of year. People are dealing with a lot: losses, heartbreaks, financial pressure, work pressure, family dynamics, and loneliness. Not everyone is celebrating. Research supports what we may also experience ourselves, that 1 to 5 pounds can be gained by the average person during this holiday season. 43% of people report feeling lonely, which can lead to increased feelings of depression and a lack of good sleep. As a matter of fact, 60% of adults reported poor sleep quality during the holiday season, during increased stress and anxiety. You are in control of your future, and you have the power to bring your fa-la-las a little closer to your heart. I welcome you to write down 3 things today that you will commit to trying to bring a bit of joy to you and those around you this holiday season. Small positive changes can make a big impact on your overall well-being. Festive and fit, the title of this presentation. Can you have one without the other? Sure, but think about it like peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper, bread and butter. All of these pairings are 2 things that complement or work well together. There are many benefits of endorsing an active lifestyle, which may include positive mental health, minimizing symptoms of risk factors associated with chronic conditions, and combating the cumulative long-term seasonal effects of weight gain that the holidays can bring. Incorporating a little physical activity every day can improve one's mental health, reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. Just 30 minutes of exercise 3 to 5 days per week can reduce stress by increasing serotonin levels in the brain, leaving us a little more jolly, which is the festive part in Festive and Fit. As we all know, the holidays can bring laughter and maybe a few extra gifts around the waistline. But hey, who can resist all the festive treats? It's only once a year. However, the average person gains 1 to 5 pounds during the holiday season, with the weight gain often sticking around for the long term. Making activity a daily choice will help ward off that unwanted weight gain. Another statistic, 1 in 4 adults are not physically active in their leisure time, contributes to the effects of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, for example. Moving your body every day will have a positive impact on your health. It's a deliberate choice. It takes commitment to create good habits. Let's discuss some simple tips so you will not be that average person in one of these statistics this holiday season. If you are intentional and find what motivates you and discover your why, which we'll talk more about shortly, make sure to give yourself a little grace if you stumble with consistency. You are bound to feel well and live well this holiday season. Some of you may have already developed daily behaviors that align with an active lifestyle, but you might need a little extra push to maintain this routine during the holiday hustle. Some may struggle to get started, develop any type of active lifestyle, much less making it a routine way of life. This is a great time of year to reset your intentions, to help offset the effects of extra food, manage your stress that the holidays can bring on. Treat yourself kindly. If you haven't written anything down yet, write that one down. Treat yourself kindly. Start slow, start gradual. That may mean starting with only 10 minutes of light activity rather than jumping in with moderate to intense activity. Remember to always consult with your physician if you're starting any strenuous activity regimen. Find an activity that works for you. It needs to be a good fit for you for it to stick. Consider some of these practical activities, so you can see on the slide. Simple things like taking the stairs. Skip the elevator or the escalator and opt for the stairs whenever possible. It's a great way to strengthen your legs, and it gets your heart rate up without needing any special equipment or a gym membership. Park far away on purpose. Instead of looking for the closest parking spot like we all tend to do, when you head out to the store, the movies, or to catch a show, choose the longer walk. Be intentional with that choice, despite the length of time it will take you to get to where you want to be. Use commercial breaks to move. During TV or maybe video streaming breaks, get up and move. Do some light stretching, march in place, walk up and down your stairs, or maybe even jog in place. It's a great way to stay active while you can still binge on your Hallmark movies. Walking after meals. Post-breakfast, lunch, or dinner walks promote digestion and can help you reach your daily goals. If possible, grab a walking buddy, which can help with motivation and help pass the time for longer walks to promote both endurance and cardiovascular health. How about some stretching or light exercise? Doing this at home can be very easy and again, doesn't require special equipment. Stretching has a multitude of benefits and can increase your blood flow, can boost your mental focus, improve your posture, and help with general range of motion, making everyday activities like reaching into the back of the cupboard for the blender much easier. There are many YouTube videos out there that cater to beginners, and they're very easy to search and do right in the comfort of your home. Holiday-themed activities, all sorts of winter activities. Some require some colder weather, maybe even some snow, like ice skating, sledding, snowshoeing. But anybody can stroll through a neighborhood by taking a walk through holiday light displays. It's fun for all ages and all fitness levels. Try a 10-minute short home workout. It could include body weight exercises like squats, lunges, seated leg lifts, or push-ups, even a wall push-up if getting down on the floor is difficult. You can break them up throughout the day if needed. Again, you don't need a gym membership to stay active. There are free apps that can offer exercise suggestions, help track your progress, and even offer reminders to help you stay on track with your goals. Playing with kids or pets. If you have children or pets in your life, engage in active play with them. Make it intentional. Playing tag, tossing a ball, or going on a walk. These are great ways and fun ways to get moving and to stay moving. If you're just starting off, remember to start slow, adopting a new activity in a way your body can embrace. Starting with just 10 minutes of movement a day may be more than you're doing right now, and you can increase 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes more. Continuous or at separate times throughout the day is still a benefit. So think about any movement as good movement. Be sure to wear proper footwear to prevent injuries, comfortable clothing, hydrate, which we'll talk more about, and take breaks as needed. Seasons eatings. Enjoy the festivities and nourish your body. We'll talk a little bit about planning ahead, mindful consumption, and hydration next. Now that we've talked about incorporating the physical activity into our daily lifestyle, let's shift gears and discuss how we can balance that with some healthy festive food choices, which may be more difficult than staying moving during the holidays. Planning ahead, eating regular meals. Some of us skip a meal, particularly breakfast, to save up for a big holiday feast, which can lead to overeating. So don't do it. Don't skip that meal thinking you're saving your calories, because it does lead to overeating and poor food choices in many cases. Eat balanced meals throughout the day. When attending a holiday party, eat a healthy snack before you go so you're less likely to overeat or overindulge in the appetizers that are out before the big meal. Maybe offer to bring a healthy dish, like some of the examples pictured here on the slide. Thinking about the 80-20 rule can go a long way. The 80-20 rule is a popular concept. It suggests that you focus on healthy choices 80% of the time, and 20% of the time, giving yourself the permission to enjoy the indulgences. This allows for flexibility without feeling deprived. Giving yourself permission to eat that holiday treat, but try not to make it the whole day's focus. Balancing indulgences with nourishing meals and movement and exercise is a great way to stay on track. Eat a piece of fruit or maybe a few carrot sticks before you grab that cookie. Slow down and sample offerings, savoring each bite, and try to only go back for seconds if it's really worth it. Hydration. Staying hydrated can also help prevent overeating. Drink your water first. Start your day with a glass of water, even before your morning coffee. I realize that takes intention for me. I love my morning coffee. I am a definite 2 to 3 cup coffee a day person, but drinking that full glass of water before I dig into the coffee makes a world of difference for healthy choices that will follow throughout the day. If you're enjoying holiday cocktails, alternate between alcoholic drinks and sparkling or infused water. Helps you stay hydrated and reduces the effects alcohol can have. Also consider a mocktail as a festive alternative. For some, it's difficult to drink the recommended amounts of water for your body. So incorporate water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, or leafy greens, for example. Hydrating before the meal by drinking a glass of water before you sit down for the meal can also help manage portion sizes. That was one of the questions asked leading up to the presentation, with how do I manage portion sizes and meal control during the holidays? And this is one specific example of how you can help manage that. And I'll share a few more in just a little bit. Bring your own bottle. And that means water bottle. Keep it handy during holiday parties and gatherings so you can easily take sips throughout the event without forgetting. Set a goal to finish your water bottle before you enjoy a cocktail or a cookie or two. Staying hydrated and energized to fully enjoy the festive fun without the fatigue or the headaches that can come from dehydration. Holidays are about connection and celebration. Focus on enjoying the people and the experience while enjoying a few indulgences as well, Indulgences don't need to be unhealthy. They can be attractive and festive. I'll share a couple with you here on the next slide. Adding some pizzazz to your holiday menu by serving the cranberry smash mocktail can be a great way to stay hydrated and still feel festive without feeling like you're sacrificing. This particular recipe only takes 5 ingredients. It's delicious, it's refreshing. It uses cranberries, mint leaves, lime wedges, a little bit of brown sugar, and ginger ale. Then there's the classic Brussels sprout side dish. Consider this twist. It's a warm Brussels sprout salad where you add creamy goat cheese and fresh pomegranate seeds. Don't worry, these recipes will be shared after the presentation so you can test them out yourselves. Hopefully by now, you've written a few practical ways to stay active and indulge without overindulging. Let's take a look at how mental health plays into remaining festive and fit in the coming weeks. It is an essential part of maintaining a stress-free, happier holiday season. Let's start by talking about our why. When the holiday demands can sometimes feel extra, let's figure out how we can handle the extra with as much grace as possible by adopting a few healthy strategies. Knowing your why. Start by identifying why your health is important to you during the holidays. Is it to feel energized for family gatherings? To stay physically active and avoid holiday weight gain? Or to reduce stress and feel mentally at peace? Your why could be different from others. Find what resonates with you, whether it's long-term health, mental clarity, or simply feeling good in your body. When you know your why, it will help you to stay focused with intention and stay motivated, which is often a huge challenge for many of us. Give yourself permission to say no. Saying no to additional commitments or stress-inducing activities can free up time for relaxation and self-care, which is essential for maintaining well-being during the holidays. It's okay to turn down an invitation if it doesn't serve your needs or your well-being. Protect your time and your energy for what matters the most to you. With family gatherings, social parties, events, the holidays can definitely have an impact on our energy levels. It can drain your energy and test your limits. Knowing your why empowers you to set boundaries. For example, knowing you want to maintain your energy or mental peace can help you avoid overscheduling yourself. Overscheduling yourself is something we all fall victim to. Saying no to extra desserts. Why would we say no to extra desserts? But if we know our why and we're convicted to committing to that, we can say no to extra desserts. Or choosing a quiet moment for a walk instead of a stressful, kind of chaotic activity. It's okay to say no and protect your time and energy by setting boundaries. Visualizing your success. Visualization is a powerful tool for motivation. By picturing yourself achieving goals, whether it's staying active or eating healthier, you can boost your confidence and keep your focus sharp. Spend a few minutes each morning visualizing how you want to feel during the holidays. I'm going to say that again. How you want to feel during the holidays. Visualize that. Energized, happy, balanced, and use that as motivation to guide your actions. Mindful breathing. Stress and emotional overload can make it harder to stay healthy. I mentioned earlier I would share a simple but powerful tip that can help reduce stress, promote relaxation, and enhance overall well-being. I invite you to practice this with me. But first, take a moment to acknowledge how you are feeling when you are feeling stressed and how that stress shows up in your behavior. Are you less patient? Are you quick to become frustrated? Are you overwhelmed with sadness? Do you turn to food, maybe shopping, alcohol as a way to unwind and feel better? Do you set unreasonable expectations on yourself or maybe those around you to meet your own needs and try to minimize stressors in your life. If any of these things sound familiar, try this simple but effective technique when you feel these unhealthy habits creeping in. It's free. Who doesn't love free? And takes a mere 70 seconds. That's right, 70 seconds. So we're going to try this right now together. We're going to do a 3-4-7 breathing technique for 5 cycles. If you'd like to join me, we're going to close our eyes and spend the next 70 seconds activating our body's relaxation response. It's going to help reduce tension and encourage calmness. So it involves the following pattern. We're going to inhale through our nose for 3 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then exhale through your mouth for 7 seconds. So one more time, we'll inhale through our nose for 3 seconds, hold our breath for 4 seconds, and exhale through your mouth for 7 seconds. I'll offer verbal prompts and hand cueing for the first 2 cycles, and then we'll continue without the verbal prompts for the last 3 cycles. Again, 70 seconds. If this isn't something you'd like to practice now, feel free to grab some water, get yourself hydrated, maybe stand up or take a stretch. All right, let's try it. Please join me. Let's close our eyes, keep them open, whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to take a deep breath in for 3. Hold it for 4. And exhale through the mouth for 7. Let's try that again. Deep breath in for 3. Hold it for 4. Exhale through the mouth for 7. Three more cycles. I'll keep the hand cues and stop the verbal cues. Please stay with me. If you join me with that, it might have felt a little silly for the first 1 or 2 cycles. By the 3rd, you said, gosh, why am I doing this? But by the 4th and the 5th, you felt the difference. By focusing on our controlled breathing, we can shift our body from a fight or flight response, which is a stress response, reducing feelings of anxiety and providing a quick way to calm down during stressful moments such as holiday rushes and family gatherings. Deep, mindful breathing increases oxygen flow to the brain, which helps improve concentration and cognitive function. Give yourself and others grace this holiday season. Ultimately, the holidays are about connection, joy, and celebrating the season. Don't get so caught up in the perfect routine or the pressure to be flawless that you miss out on enjoying those special moments. Focus on the present. Savor time with loved ones. Enjoy the festivities. And don't be too hard on yourself if things don't go as planned. Staying motivated is difficult. That was one of our questions asked as well, leading up to today's presentation. Motivation is a challenge for many, and what we need to do to be healthier isn't necessarily difficult. The act of eating a piece of fruit or parking further away, it's not impossible, but why is it so hard to do these things consistently? How do we stay motivated to incorporate these healthy habits during a time when we welcome a holiday break or extra relaxation because it's the holidays? Here are some motivational tips to consider adopting right now. Some we've talked about already. Some may be a little bit different than what we've already said today, but they are clear, they are doable. And if you were to focus on one tip per day for 1 week, you would accomplish all 7 of these in 1 week's time, and you're well on your way on a healthier holiday season. Remember to strive for progress, not perfection. So tip number 1, set clear and achievable goals. Start small. Think about realistic goals to keep your body moving without feeling overwhelmed by the E word, exercise. Begin with manageable goals, 10 minutes a day to walk, maybe stretching during TV commercials. That might turn into 5 squats during a TV commercial, maybe arm circles with a few light hand weights. If you don't have hand weights, grab a 5-pound bag of sugar from your kitchen. Any type of movement with a little extra weight added will help with strengthening your body and add to overall movement. Gradually increasing your activity level to keep your body active and moving. Again, progress, not perfection. Setting achievable goals for the holiday season helps you stay focused without feeling overwhelmed. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on balance. Instead of saying, I'm exercising every day, try, I'm going to take a walk 2 to 3 times a week for 15 minutes this week. Start small, be specific, and hold yourself accountable to those things. Hold your mindset accountable by staying connected to your why. Remembering you want to stay healthy, whether it's feeling good, being active with loved ones, or reducing stress. This can help keep you motivated when temptation or stress arises. Keep a note on your phone, set a daily reminder, or write a post-it note and stick it to your fridge that says, I want to feel energized and present this holiday season, for example. Practice the 80-20 rule. Enjoy the holiday treat, but don't make it the whole day's focus. Balance indulgences with nourishing meals and movement. Eat a piece of fruit, a salad, maybe a few carrot sticks before you grab the cookie. Focus on movement, not just exercise. Movement doesn't always have to mean a structured workout. During the holidays, opportunities for activity are all around, from dancing to setting up decorations, going for a walk after a meal. Make a habit of taking a walk, maybe with the family, after holiday meals, or organize a group game like charades. You can move your bodies in ways that don't feel like a workout, but still get the benefits. Find what you enjoy. The best way to stay motivated is to find an exercise or an activity you genuinely enjoy, whether it's dancing, yoga, hiking, swimming. Pick something that makes you feel good. Focus on healthy foods that you enjoy. Experiment with new recipes or healthy versions of your favorite dishes to make eating, well, a little bit more exciting. Avoid the all or nothing thinking trap. Stay flexible. Acknowledge that holidays can disrupt routines and focus getting back on track the next day or later the same day. Look for small opportunities to move, like taking the stairs and parking further away. The holidays can make it easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I've blown my healthy habits, so I might as well give up. Instead, focus on the progress you've made and reset your thinking and your mindset by connecting with your why. If you overindulged at a holiday party, it's okay. Just return to your balanced habits the next day. One day doesn't derail your progress. And lastly, track your progress. Keep a log, track improvements, and stay motivated. Focus on how it makes you feel. Write down how good you feel after you exercise. You have an improved mood, energy, and probably feel less stressed. Remind yourself of these feelings when your motivation wanes. Think about how healthy foods make you feel more energized, less bloated, more mentally clear. When you notice the positive effects on your body, you'll be more motivated to stick with it. So don't be afraid to write it down, and remember to read your progress and give yourself the grace if you fall off track for a minute. By focusing on these 7 tips and incorporating some of these practical strategies, you can stay focused on your health goals while still enjoying all the magic and merriment of the holiday season. Choosing a mindset that's both positive and realistic will help you navigate the holidays with confidence and balance. Before we move on to the Q&A, I'd like to wish each of you much joy this holiday season. I really appreciate spending this time with you. Thank you for your time. And I hope you gained something valuable from what was shared today that you can apply to your own life that will make the coming weeks that much jollier. All right, let's get into some Q&A. We had a couple questions come in. Yes, Daryl?
Oh, I was going to say, just go ahead with the questions that you have already been given.
All right, let's get into it. The first question, how does one sustain motivation over long periods of time? I would say stick to the why, right? Be mindful of your why and remind yourself how you feel when you make those healthy choices. Knowing your why, tracking your why, reminding yourself of your why. Is it your figure, your waistline, your healthy heart, or just, having a jolly disposition? I use that word a lot during the holidays, jolly. Log what you did and what you didn't do and give yourself the grace. It's okay. The next question is, what are some healthy, fun, and festive recipes that I can make for the holidays? Well, we looked at the cranberry mash mocktail, and you'll get the recipe for that, as well as the warm Brussels sprout salad with creamy goat cheese and pomegranate seeds. I also was thinking of this great recipe. It's taking peppers, red and green, festive, right? Peppers, and stuffing those peppers with hummus or guacamole, maybe some rice or ground turkey or chicken, or maybe some lean ground beef. So another very festive looking and lower calorie, lower fat, lean meal. Instead of those buttery and sugar-filled cookies that we all love so much, it's also really tasty to take some dried fruit, melt down some dark chocolate, and mix in some cranberries and pistachios for a little nut and sweet treat as well. And those recipes can all be found in a nice Google search. Next question is, how do you rebuild strength in your body? That's a good one, and I think it's different for everyone. This is very individualized. I'd be remiss to not say consult with your physician to discuss the options that are right for you. There may be value in a group strength training class, or maybe even a personal trainer for a more customized plan, but starting with a conversation with your physician to determine where you're at, what your baseline is, and what your next step would probably be my recommendation. Next question, how can we reduce our desire to eat a lot at all our meals? I think Tim mentioned that earlier. I shared a couple tips. Drinking a glass of water before the meal is really helpful to help you feel a little fuller and help with that hydration. Eating a healthy snack before a meal. And here's another one I didn't mention yet. Sampling small portions of all the things that look good to you first. And if it's really worth it, and I mean really worth it, go back for more. You deserve it. Wait 5 minutes before you go back for more. If you give your body 5 minutes to digest, you may decide that you don't need that second helping, or maybe you'll save that second helping for later on in the day or the next day. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is key to making those decisions in the moment. This next question, this is a tough one. The question is how to handle chronic depression despite treatment and it not going away. Chronic depression is complex. It requires a multifaceted, individualized approach. Obviously, consulting with an experienced mental health professional would be my recommendation. Some of the things we discussed today can help improve some of the symptoms associated with chronic depression. Mindfulness, nutrition, activity levels, being active, eating well, drinking well, sleep. We didn't talk a lot about sleep, but rest is very important to overall health and well-being any time of year. And as a recreation therapist, I believe every human needs to have purpose in life and a great friend to share it with. So focusing on, what is my purpose today? Why did I get up and out of bed today? and who can I spend time with that's going to matter to me? Those also can help boost mood and make the holidays a little bit better for all of us. I'm going to save that one for last because that's my favorite. This one I think is Brookdale related. The cost of Brookdale and our pets allowed. Well, and do we have independent living accommodations? Yes, we have Brookdales in 41 states across the country. We have over 650 Brookdale communities, with many are independent living as well. We have independent living, assisted living, memory care communities, and skilled nursing communities. We have around 50 or so communities right in North Carolina. So I thought that would be important to know. And as Tim pointed out, we have a Brookdale discount that we offer to NCRGEA. That's a mouthful. NCRGEA members. And yes, we love our furry friends. So yes, pets are definitely allowed. And the cost varies by community, by location, and largely upon what types of care services an individual needs. So that one I can't speak to because it does vary pretty greatly across our portfolio. And the last question that I received in advance is any advice on stress and seniors caring for young ones during the holidays? That's a great question. I would advise keep it simple. First, take care of yourself. When you care for yourself, you can care for others. Plan, but don't overplan. Kids can suck the life out of you. We love them and they're full of energy and not a minute of downtime can be had or it's too much. Planning ahead and keeping activities manageable, I think is the secret here. Our family, we use a 12-day to Christmas calendar. It gives the kids something to look forward to, and it keeps it within my control. So the 12 days of Christmas is a little mystery note that they can open each day leading up to Christmas because we celebrate Christmas in my family. And I can control it because I write the message. So for you as the caregiver, you can control what you do and when you do and on what day the kids are going to open those messages. So things like pay a compliment to a family member today. Doesn't cost a dime. It takes no energy. But again, it's the mystery of what the note will be. Maybe it's an action item, attending a high school Christmas concert today because you know the Christmas concert will be on Saturday. So you intentionally write that note for the children to open up on that day. Baking Christmas cookies with grandma, trimming the tree with hot cocoa. My kids love this one. You get a free hot cocoa pass. Use whenever you want. But you need to be committed to hot cocoa at 6 a.m. if that's what they're asking for, if you give them that hot cocoa pass. Game night, Joey's Choice, Sarah's Pick, having them control a little bit of that as well. Making an ornament together, craft stores, as well as online places have lots of craft kit ideas that are very affordable. And again, can be part of planning for the holiday season with something each day for the children to look forward to that doesn't need to take a lot of time or energy or budget. So those are just a couple of ideas I had that I hope you find useful. Those were all of the questions I saw that came through, Daryl, that I felt equipped to answer.
Yes, thank you so very much for your presentation. Andrea, I have to say on a personal note, I wish I'd heard this say 2 months ago when I paid about $200 to find out that I should drink a glass of water before having my coffee in the morning. I think that was a very good tip. I just thought, oh, I just spent $200 on that tip, along with a few others. But yes, this is great information. And I want to remind everybody too, in case you haven't seen Tracy's comment in the chat, the recipes will also be included with the presentation we will send out today or whenever we complete the editing for the recording. We will also include the recipes and the survey on that, okay? So you'll get that too. Excellent tips, Andrea. I like the one about parking far away. That's an easy one. I do that a lot, just trying to follow these healthy tips. And I'll tell you, it makes you feel better, even if you don't lose a pound. It still makes you feel better and you gain more energy by doing some of these things. So I hope you all will take advantage of the tips that she has shared this morning. This afternoon. I don't see any more questions in the chat. So I do have a couple more things that I need to, I have a question. As I think about it, I wear a watch to try to help me, get up every hour and move. What do you think about that?
I think anything is going to be helpful. Sometimes my watch prompts me to stand up and I just sat down. So I'm not sure that it's totally accurate, but any prompt or reminder that you can get to stand up, get moving is a good thing. You can set all sorts of reminders and prompts around your house depending upon your lifestyle and what works for you. My mother used to post a note on her refrigerator when she was in diet mode that said, "Nothing tastes as good as thin feels." And it was a reminder before she opened the refrigerator to think about that and be mindful. So whatever works for you. I think the watches they've certainly come a long way and they can be really helpful for some.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. So again, we appreciate all of your comments this afternoon, your interaction with the breathing. That was very helpful and everybody can practice that. So we really do appreciate all your tips that you gave to us this afternoon. And thank you so much once again. And thank you for the partnership with Brookdale. Don't forget, members and guests to complete the survey that we will be sending you later this week. And again, it's quick and easy to complete. And we need your responses back by Monday. So we will get you all the recording and the PowerPoint and the handouts that Andrea has left with us to you. Hopefully by tomorrow or Friday, but please complete that survey as soon as you can and get it back to us by Monday. But before we leave, our next Lunch and Learn webinar will be held on December the 4th from 12:30 to 1:30. It will be presented by Lisa Wallace. Many of you have heard her before. She's from the Social Security Administration, and she will give us the 2025 Social Security updates. Please note that this webinar will not be recorded. It is against Social Security regulations. So her webinar will not be recorded next month on December the 4th. So you need to plan to attend and have your guests as well plan to attend. We are always appreciative of Lisa, who keeps us up to date on changes as well as expectations for each year. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. Happy holidays. Stay safe. Eat well, exercise well, enjoy your family, and as you know, the association stands ready to assist you in your retirement. Happy holidays and goodbye.